To be honest, I don't even remember the last time I wore makeup.
And she came with the same type game, the type of girl giving out the fake cell phone the name. Big fan, she like capture big things, jewel ship, money.
Hey y'all, my name is Renashe and I go by Shay, and welcome back to my channel. Child, my goodies all out. As I stated, in 2026, girl, we're all about being consistent. So 2 videos in 1 week. How we feeling? So yeah, as you can see, I'm in my pajamas. It's literally 8:30 in the evening, but I wanted to film because like while I was at work, I thought about it. I was like, I could low-key do an updated makeup routine because I haven't done one in a while. I think the last one I did was like in 2023 or like 2022 or whatever. Honey, it's 2026. The last time I wore makeup was Halloween, and even then I don't really like how it looked because I was rushing, so we're not even gonna tap into that. But in today's video, we just gonna be talking, chit-chatting, while I give y'all my updated makeup routine. TSA, I am not a professional. I am not an MUA. If there are things in here that don't look right, that are not adding up, that a shade may be a little bit too light or too dark, they'll say Nathan. But if you are wanting to give me some tips, you can leave them nicely in the comments, and let's get started. And also, before I do get started into this video, I am using a mixture of like cheap and expensive products. As I am using the products, I will add them to the side right here about what it is, where I got it from, and how much it was. I did my skincare before I got on screen, which is why I look a little oily. This is the e.l.f. primer, Power Grip primer. I believe I got this from Dollar General if I'm not mistaken. So the first thing you're gonna do is your eyebrows. I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I believe I got this from Sephora. If it will open, like girl, what? I use it to kind of shape my eyebrows. My eyebrows are like, they're not like thick, but they're not like thin either, and they're not like shaped. So I try to shape them up a little bit to make it look pretty decent. After I do that, I do try to like shade it in a little bit. Okay, so before I continue this video, I do use different products for different things. It's not ghetto, it's called reduce, reuse, recycle. You know what I mean? For example, for this Fenty Beauty, this is a eyeliner pencil, but I use it to fill out my brows because I don't believe I have a brow pencil, and if I did, I don't know where I did with it. So next, if you want to shape them, you can. This is something that I don't do all the time, but I guess for the sake of the video, I could, to put it underneath my eyebrows. I don't really care to have like the 2016 like arch. Like I just be wanting my eyebrows to like not look like someone drew on them. Some people's goal is to have the arch, which I'm assuming that's why they like do this step. After I do my eyebrows, I kind of just, you know, go on my eyelids like this. But for the sake of the video, I guess I could try to like carve out my eyebrows or whatever the case may be. But yeah. And also I forgot to mention, this is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Hydrating Camo Concealer in shade, I have no idea. And then you're just going to pat this into your eye. And I guess while I'm like doing my makeup, I guess I can do like a little bit of a chit chat with y'all. Being as though it's 2026, I said it in my reset vlog, I'm not anxious about this year. I mean, I am a little bit, but I'm more so like, I don't know. I feel like I learned so much in 2025 about myself that it's like what I learned last year, I'm just going to apply it in 2026. But you also just can't prepare for what life's throw at you. But at the same time, what I also learned last year is like only control what you can, and that is pretty much what I'm going to apply in 2026, because you can't control what happened to you, but you can control how you react to it. You can control your actions and what you can do to help the situation. And then once you've done all you can, you just stand. All right, go ahead, Donnie. All right, so after that, I then set it, and I am using the Revolution Banana Baking Powder. This is old as hell. I feel like my skin may break out after I do this, but it may not. I don't know. Does baking powder get old? I feel like makeup gets old. I may have sounded a little bit dumb by asking that question, but I don't know. But it's been working, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? I used this, and I got a little triangle sponge, and I just pat it all over my eyes to set the eye concealer. Last night I was watching my makeup routine, and in the video I literally said wherever you put liquid, you need to follow up with the powder. And it reigns true to this day. Wherever you put liquid foundation, liquid concealer, liquid contour, whatever, it needs to follow behind a powder, okay? Okay, all right, so next we're gonna do a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm not gonna do too much. In my previous video, I did this like harsh eyeshadow. Like, girl, you didn't have to do all that. I usually just do the outer corner of my eye, nothing like crazy, because it's gonna be overshadowed by the eyelashes anyway. So I do not do crazy on the eyeshadow. So next we're gonna move on to our foundation. So next I'm using the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I am putting that all over my face, like so. Pretty much do that, and then I use my Sephora brush number 88. And I just mix this in. Behind the story goes, brown sugar got me open. Now I want some more. Always down for all my nauseous swallow. But I think I'm here to solo. Who my niggas don't pop. Stick out my tongue and I'm ready to hit this pretty bitty. Okay, that's pretty much mixed in. What I see a lot of people do, and I'm gonna try it in this video. A lot of people put their blushes first, then their concealer. So I'm gonna try that. So for my blush, I am using the Rare Beauty in shade Worth, I believe. She ain't cheap, just letting you know. So I'm gonna put that on my rosy cheeks first. This blush is not as pigmented, but I feel like that's like a good thing because we want some rosy ass cheeks. I know I don't. See, we be making love constantly. That's why my eyes are shade. So next we're going to do our concealer. I'm kind of torn if I want to use the e.l.f., if I want to use something different. Maybe like compare like the different shades and see which one I like best. Let me just use a Charlotte Tilbury just for the sake of the video. Using that Charlotte Tilbury for my concealer. Then for a brighter concealer, a real bright concealer, I use this Fenty Beauty Concealer in shade 300. This concealer was bright as hell. This concealer is bright, look at it. I use this as like the main concealer, honey. It was bright as hell. So we're gonna blend that in. Another technique that I learned along the way in the past 3 years was that you blend on the outer corner and then go towards the inner corner. This is the thing about like ring lights and like cameras and stuff. The ring light is making me look crazy, but I promise y'all. And this is why, like, I don't know, you really gotta be careful when it comes to certain shades because I don't know, wait. Maybe I do need this one. I don't know, y'all. We'll figure it out. The ring light is misleading. Just give me a second. I promise y'all, it's look weird on camera, but I'ma fix it. That's why you really gotta be careful when you're doing makeup. Because, honey, them ring lights will tell your business, okay? One thing about it. And one thing I am still learning, even after like 3 or 4 years of doing makeup, is nose contour. I don't know. It's just like, it's just not working for me. As I stated before earlier, anytime you put a liquid, you put a powder. So now I am setting my face with the LA Girl Pro Face pressed powder. So I kind of put this all over my face to kind of set the foundation. Sometimes I do this one, or sometimes I do the Maybelline Fit Me finishing powder in shade 40. But this one is very like loose. Tap it like all over my hand before using it. So now we kind of did all of that. We can go with our powdered blush. I don't know, maybe I should do my eyes first. Yeah, let me do that. Let me do the eyes. And this, I'm gonna let sit for a couple minutes to quote unquote bake. I still bake because I feel like it's definitely needed. So yeah, it's been a couple minutes while that was baking. So I'm gonna take that off from my under eye. Gonna wipe that off. Next, we're gonna do our blushy blush. And this one I am using the Cream and Powder Cheeky Bloom blush duo. Child, I got this from Beautista, okay? Don't even know how much this is. I'll leave it on the screen. So I get my Real Technique brush, tap that in, do a little 1, 2, 3, and then I just do my thing. Then I'm gonna go back with my pressed powder. Like the little in the middle of my face, a little bit oily still. And like as you can see, like I fully like skip my nose. I don't know how to do nothing to it. Like I really don't. Last I'm gonna do the NARS. What's this thing called? What's this thing called? Bronzer. I just put like a little bit on the sides of my face. Okay, I'll be looking on here. I'll be looking on here because you know this would do it. Because this LED light, it will tell all your business. Okay, you think you look good right here, but then you go right here, it's like, Anyway, let's do lips. So we're gonna be ghetto again, and we're gonna use our contour stick again for our lips. So pretty much what I just do, I just dab it on there like so, like that, and then I just put it on my lips as usual. And then for the little color, I use the Absolute New York Dream lip gloss. I have no idea where I got this from, but she helps out. Only a little bit though, because honey, I ain't trying to have it oversaturate, you know what I'm saying? After it gets like that, where it's like brown on the outside and like pink in the middle, I get my Fenty Beauty hot chocolate lip gloss, and I just put that all over my entire lips. I mean, Rihanna knew what she was doing with that lip gloss, honey. Like, that thing leaves my lips so juicy and like glossy, period. And last but not least, the final touch is the lashes. Now, I was gonna put on these thick old lashes, but I cannot stand thick lashes. I am not those type of girls. Like, I just can't. And I'm not trying to be a pygmy. I don't know, I just can't do it. In the last video, I also said what I learned about like lashes is how it's like the shorter end goes on the inner corner. That still holds true, honey. Every time I look at a lash, I be like, okay, that's the short end. It goes right here. We're doing this lash, F it. Last but not least, we're going to set our face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultimate Matte Spray. I had a fan, but I don't even know where it is. If you have some oatmeal laying around. Alright, so this is my updated makeup routine 3 years later since I first did my makeup routine on this channel. Not much has changed. The only thing changed is the products. That means the budget changed, period. Because honey, I remember that video, I was definitely down and out. Not where we want to be in life, but definitely better than where we were before. So baby steps. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. Hope this educated you a little bit about like certain products you can use or whatever, especially if you're similar to my skin tone. Once again, like I said, I'm not an MUA, so if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments about what I could do better or what different products you think I should try, because I'm still open to new products, okay, and new ways, okay, period. Because honey, once I get to that final form, y'all not gonna touch me, period. I do hope you guys like this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next video.
And she came with the same type game, the type of girl giving out the fake cell phone and name. Big fan, she like capture big things. Jewel ship, money clip, phone flip, the 6 range. It's Lena on the